States of America.
Helen Glover is with us from our affiliate in Providence, Rhode Island, 920 WHJJ. Helen, tell me about the Tea Party that happened this July 4th.
Good morning, Glenn. Well, you know, the Tea Party movement is growing across the country, and certainly here in Rhode Island, one of the most liberal states in the Union, there's really been a real grassroots effort to get this Tea Party going. We've had two successful events, April 15th and then another one in June. And then we put together a float for the Bristol 4th of July parade, which, by the way, is the oldest parade in the country. And it was pretty much made clear to the Rhode Island Tea Party Association that they weren't wanted in the parade to begin with. And,
why?
Well, because apparently we're a subversive group, Glenn.
Really? Really?
You know, we're on that terror watch.
Hang on now. I'm looking at the picture. I'm looking at the picture. This is from the HJJ website. Is that the picture of everybody who's dressed in colonial clothes on the float that looks like a giant boat?
Yes, it's actually the British ship, the Beaver, that was ransacked by the colonists during the Boston Tea Party in 1773.
Huh.
Oh, it gets better.
Okay.
I asked for a PA system. I said, you know, because let's face it, they're looking for a reason to kick us out of the parade. So let's just have a PA system on the boat and play on the float and play patriotic music, because you can't go wrong with that, right? I mean,
right.
I thought. That we were told we couldn't have a PA system on the boat.
Why?
No reason given.
Well, I'm sure all of the other floats, none of them had a PA system.
All the other floats, if they wanted them, had them. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to stick to real quick bullet points. You're going by in a parade. People only have a couple seconds to absorb what you're saying. So I said things like that came, quite frankly, from the House of Parliament recently, when one of the British politicians got up and said, "Quite frankly, sir, you've run out of our money." I thought, yeah, that's a good one. No more taxes. We've been taxed enough. Hold your elected officials to a higher standard and make them accountable. That was the kind of stuff I said.
This is crazy. Stu, crazy? I mean, Helen is crazy. Pat, awful. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Just radical stuff.
Yeah, you're crazy talk. How are you not in handcuffs?
Strange as it seems, when I found out we were kicked out of the parade, the first thing I said was, oh, no. And Marina Peterson, who was the one that got the call on this, was told it wasn't because of something I said, which I'm relieved at, although, you know, I can stand behind anything I said. I made sure it was not political. We were thrown out of the parade because a gentleman who was not on the float, by the way, had been walking up and down the parade route for about an hour and a half with his 10-year-old, 11-year-old son, handing out the little pocket, you've probably seen, the little pocket guide of the Constitution, Bill of Rights.
Oh, my gosh!
Yes.
What, are you crazy?
I mean,
that thing is so ancient and distorted. I mean, it was an updated version of the Constitution, wasn't it?
Unfortunately, it was the whole shebang, the Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence, and Constitution.
Oh, gee. Oh,
extremism. That's all it is.
I mean, so they kicked you out because you were handing out the Constitution.
I believe, Glenn, the words were, don't even bother wasting the stamp for an application next year. You are, and not just kicked out, Glenn, we are banned for life. It's like double secret probation in Animal House.
In the oldest parade in the country for the 4th of July, you're banned for life for handing out the 4th of July parade, the Declaration of Independence, and the Constitution.
Yes.
What is the name of the organization that does this little parade?
The Bristol 4th of July Parade Committee. And believe me, that is a group that, you know what, that is ironclad. Apparently they can make law, enforce it, and you have no recourse.
Helen, thank you for bringing this to our attention. Will you stay in touch with me, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know, because we'll open up the show at any time they can be on to tell us, because they must have had a good excuse.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
And I'm sure America would love to hear it, and I sure would, because I can't trust you, Helen. You're a crazy woman.
Absolutely.
You were dressed up in a colonial garb on a big boat on a 4th of July parade. You know, what next thing you do is you dress it up like an Indian. We can't trust you, so we'll get a hold of the parade people, and we'll keep you up to speed on this.
Good old boys must go. Vote them all out.
A job. The best way to stimulate the economy is through lower taxes.
Join us so we can help you.
Tell your elected officials that it's time that they make the cuts and not on the backs of the taxpayers. Tell your elected officials that you will not tolerate more taxes. Tell your elected officials it's time to act responsibly and start making budget cuts. Tell your elected officials that they run out of your...
The Rhode Island Tea Party sponsored float. No taxation without representation, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a nice round of applause. Happy 4th of July, guys.
If you've got something to say about this story, we want to hear your opinion. You contact us at wethepeopleofri.org.
Happy 4th of July, guys.
This concludes this program broadcast. We the People, a freedom of speech television show. Go to www.wethepeopleofri.org.